Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! To the YouTube channel, I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 24 of the 2022 NRL season. Sunday football is over. We saw two games of football. Dragons 24-22 over the Tigers in the final minute. Lomax kicking a penalty goal to seal the deal. And the Titans hold off Newcastle 36-26. I'm joined by rugby league YouTuber, the very popular Pro Enzo Vids. Lorenzo, how you going, bro? And what'd you make of Sunday football?
I'm going pretty well and hope you are as well, Nick. And I'm pretty much glad that the last game, which was Titans Knights, ended because that was so bad and boring. It just made me sleep pretty much.
The defense was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just a no defense game, just all about attack. And Sunday footy was a bit average in my opinion.
Sometimes I like games that are high scoring like that, but some of the defensive reads from Newcastle and the Gold Coast this afternoon were deplorable, bro. It was horrible. I thought the Tigers and Dragons game was a lot better than this one. That's just me. I thought that game had a bit of excitement about it, especially when it was 22-all with a couple minutes to go and bit of chaos with Kapoa and Lomax. And then Jack Bird wanted to fight someone. Jack Bird told the referee off a couple of times. He got binned. It was a crazy old game that West Tigers Dragons won. Titans and Knights was just a high-scoring affair. It was very sloppy. And I just got to say as well, fuck me, the Titans fans, they get carried away. There was this one bloke on Twitter that was just pushing it, wasn't he?
Yeah, I saw that comment as well. And, Titans fans got to realise that it's only Knights, your season's over, got nothing to play for. And, just if you're celebrating that much of a win over Knights, and then it just goes to show you that the passion that Titans do have,
It just proves how shit of a fucking team they are. They're so pumped about betting Newcastle. They're both in the bottom four. They're both shit. They're both shit teams. So if a team that's in 15th beats a team in 13th, it's the greatest win of the season, is it? Yeah. Fuck me.
According to them, stupid.
Oh, mate. Now, this made me laugh. Oi, Lorenzo. The Titans and Knights game. I loved the crowd. There was no cunt there.
Yeah, there was no people there. Like, it was lucky to be over 10,000 or whatever it was.
Wouldn't have even been that. There's no way it would have been 10,000. Wouldn't it? I'd be surprised if there was 8,000 there for that game.
Yeah, it looked like 4,000 or something. There was no one there, vacant as anything.
One of the shittest crowds I've ever seen, well, all season anyway. Titans, no supporters. But in saying that, how many Newcastle fans are going to want to go to the Gold Coast after the year that they've had as well? So no one's going to care.
Yeah, exactly. Not worth the trip.
Not worth the trip. Just a shithole game overall. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're about 48 subscribers away from 2,000. So let's try and get to that 2,000 subscriber mark real soon. And let's try and get there. It's going to be a big party once we hit 2K. So let's try and get to 2K pretty soon. So if you can subscribe, please do so. All right. We're going to go back to the very first game, Lorenzo. Tigers and Dragons from CommBank Stadium out there at Parramatta. Tigers 22, Dragons 24. Really, look, I really don't want to be negative this afternoon, but I think I'm going to be quite negative here. The refereeing in the Tigers and Dragons game would have to be one of the worst I've seen all year. It was horrible refereeing.
Yeah, there were some really weird calls. I thought, like definitely with sometimes when Jack Bird was complaining, I thought that have had a fair case to argue, just maybe he didn't react the right way. But yeah,
Yeah.
just like you said, they made some really odd decisions today, and it was unbelievable. Going back to
Well,
penalties
mate,
happen.
with the Jack Bird one, he swore at the referee and then he wouldn't stop. He got penalised and then he kept going. So that was dissent. So that was a bit like the James Tamo and Brendan Smith one. So he probably got a few weeks
Yeah,
for that, Jack Bird. I don't know why he didn't just calm down and challenge it.
yeah,
That would have
exactly.
been the logic thing to do. The sin bin on Cody Ramsey was ridiculous. The so-called professional foul, that was a joke. There was a Dragons penalty where they kicked for touch, and then they called it back through a play the ball 30 metres back down the other end of the field.
Hey,
That was embarrassing.
that's the one I was about that to say. Actually, yeah, that was unbelievable, ridiculous.
How can the referee say penalty, kick for touch, and then they go, oh, no, hang on. It's not a penalty. You got to go back 25 metres and play the ball.
Just
My
play
God.
on, like yeah,
My
play
God.
on.
Horrible, bro. Horrible. Got no words for it. All right, well, man, let's get into the game, shall we? The Dragons, man, they got up to a great start. Jaden Sewell down that right-hand side. Gave it to, I think it was Tautai Moga or someone, or Lomax, one of the two. Put a grabber kick back on the inside. Jaden Sewell in game 100 scored the first try of the game. I backed him, won $200 off it. Jaden Sewell, first try scorer. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, well, that's a good win for you there. And good for Sewer, 100th game. And that's a great thing to get in your 100th game. So well done to Sewer there.
It was fantastic. I thought Jaden Sewell. I thought he had a great game too, by the way. Great game. Dragons 6-0. Good start for the Dragons. And then Cody Ramsey obviously went to the sin bin for a professional foul, which I don't agree with. I thought that was a tough call. I really do. Thought that was a really tough call. I don't know what your take on it was, but I don't think there was a whole lot in that.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. I think most of those would have been let go of, but unfortunately, that was the one that went extreme, I think.
They said it was a try scoring situation. It was still 20. He was still 30 meters away from the try line.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. So that's one of the referees' worst
That's what I don't get.
Well.
Yeah, you get 20 to 30 meters away, and that's a try scoring situation, professional foul. No.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Horrible call. Anyway, it goes to the bin, and then the Tigers score a couple of tries while the Dragons are down a man. Bamuna Brown scoring for the Tigers. Gee, he's been scoring tries at will for the Tigers all year.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he has, and he was playing lock today, which was really weird to see. But he played.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like it.
Yeah, he played all right, but yeah, that's not his position going forward. But good try.
Hey, Bamuna Brown scoring for the West Tigers. What are we, 6 apiece at that stage? And then his first ever NRL try, mate, in the second row. Tom Free Burn or Barron. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, mate. Yeah. First try of his career. Well done to him.
Yeah, that's awesome. And apparently he's like one of those late NRL debutants too. So he's like 27, 26 years old. So good to see. Good to see. That's great to see.
West Tigers up 12-6 at that stage, mate. And then obviously the Jack Bird sin bin going off with the referee called, well, I don't know what he called him. I'm sure we'll see the audio of it from Fox probably tonight or tomorrow. I'm sure we'll hear about it. The referee got the call wrong because it shouldn't have been a penalty, but you can't swear at the referee like that, even though you want to.
Yeah, exactly. No referee deserves any verbal sort of abuse like that. Obviously, you can have reason with them, but you just can't go over that that limit of us.
You can't go over the horizontal with the referees. Yeah. So Bird goes in the bin, and then bugger me, the Tigers again. He scores his second try. It was his double, first ever double. Tom Free Barron, he got a double, mate. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, same. And he was obviously very happy about that, which I don't blame him for. And that was an important try just before halftime as well. So well done to him.
Hey, West Tigers 16-6 at half time, bro. I thought the Dragons were quite sloppy, but I was saying at half time to you on Instagram. I said I wouldn't rule the Dragons out yet, but they can definitely come back and win this game. Plenty of time left in the game. And if they can just fix up their discipline a little bit, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I had a feeling Dragons would come back. I didn't think Tigers would play another 40 minutes. So, yeah.
I wouldn't know how to play. I wouldn't know how to play a full 80 minutes of football.
Yeah, no, exactly right.
And then the Dragons start the second half well, mate. Tata Moga going over in the corner. Moga. I don't rate Moga as a great rugby league player, but he's been doing a reasonable job for the Dragons, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been scoring some tries, been doing a decent job on the wing, and that's all you really ask for him. So, yeah, no, good try there. Start the second half.
I think he's one of those players, Tata Moga, where he's not going to be a regular NRL, outside back. He's not going to be starting every week at an NRL team, but he's good depth. He can come in and do a job if there's an injury or someone suspended. So Moga doing a reasonable job for the Dragons on that right wing. He ends up scoring in the corner, 16-10 in favour of the West Tigers, mate. And then pretty back and forth for a while. And then Zach Lomax, mate, with a try on the back of a beautiful Jack Bird grubber kick. What a try. And Jack Bird was on a roll, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was a really good try, actually. That was probably my favourite try all game, or probably like for today,
Nice,
my favourite try. Yeah, that was awesome to see.
Yeah, I think Jack Bird at lock. I think that's his position. Jack Bird is a lock.
Yeah,
he's a ball playing creative number 13. That's Jack Bird's position going forward. So it sets that try up for him. We'll level at 16 apiece. And then a 60-metre effort here from Jock Madden. He just went through, put the dummy on Ramsey. Ramsey's defense there was horrible. And Jock Madden scored one hell of a try, Pro Enzo Vids.
Yeah, that was just terrible by Ramsey. Like, how did he not stop him there? I thought that was a tackle to be made, but nah, Madden scored and Tigers were just back in it again.
And I think a lot of people thought the Tigers were going to win at that point. It was 22 points to 16. Everybody thought the West Tigers were going to win. And then, well, you know what they say about the Saints, whether it be NRL, whether it be in any code. You never write off the Saints. You just don't do it. You write off the Saints in a tight game, you're crazy. Jack DeBellin, a beautiful ball to Jackson Ford. Pretty soft try. The gap opened up. Jackson Ford scores and we're leveled at 22 all. Pro Enzo Vids.
Yeah, that was one of the last people I would expect the score to say Jackson Ford, but good on him and good to see him back playing first grade again.
Great ball from Jack DeBellin there. I thought Ford off the bench was pretty good all afternoon. So Jackson Ford scores. 22 apiece, and Dragons had a bit of momentum. Lomax was away down the sideline. It was just about to get tackled there, and then Asu Kapawa, brain snap, come in with a shoulder and hit Lomax in the head for a shoulder to the head. So high tackle, ends up in the sin bin. I have no problem with this call, bro. It was a careless shoulder charge, and it did not need to do it.
Yeah, me too. And a shoulder charge is a shoulder charge, and that's what the penalty is. Kapola should never have done what he did, and I think he lost the game for the Tigers at that point because
he did.
That was a game-changing moment.
Hit him right in the head, high tackle, penalty Dragons. Lomax has about, 45 seconds to go, under all sorts of pressure, kicks the goal, curves back beautifully. Dragons go 24-22 in front. Their first lead of the game, actually. Tigers go short kick off. Couldn't get it. Full time. Dragons win 24-22. Pretty decent game. I wouldn't say it was anything better than decent, but a decent game of footy. Dragons steal it. Tigers will probably win the wooden spoon now, unfortunately for them.
Yeah, no, it was an alright game, like nothing special, but Dragons obviously got the win there, and it was just good for their fans, I suppose, seeing a win in circumstances like that. But yeah, Tigers locked in for their first win spoon. Disappointing.
100%. Dragons stole it, and well played to them. They didn't play it great, but they stole it, so good on them. All right, Pro Enzo Vids. Well, who would your top 3 players on ground be from the game?
Number 3, I'm gonna go with Tom Freeburn or Freeburn, whatever his last name is. But yeah, I think he was pretty good today. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to Jack DeBellin. I thought DeBellin was really good in the middle. His ball playing was big for the Dragons and their win. And my man of the match, I am actually going to go with Zach Lomax. I thought Lomax was really good today, and he plays a big moments in their win.
I'm going to go number 3, Zach Lomax. 4-0 was good. Number 2, I'm going to go Jaden Sewer. I thought Jaden Sewer was fantastic for the Dragons. And my man of the match, I'm going to go with Jack Bird. If Jack Bird didn't play, there's no way they win. Like I'm telling you, if he wasn't out there, I don't believe the Dragons win the game.
Yeah, he'd probably be my top 3 now. Now I think about that, yeah, he was awesome today.
Yeah, Jack Bird, my man, the match. Dragons steal it, 24-22. They were down 16-6 at halftime. They came back to win 24-22. West Tigers choke at CommBank Stadium to the Dragons. And the final game, we won't spend long on this one, mate. Titans 36, Knights 26. A game where defense wasn't even a thing for both sides. Very high-scoring game. It had 60-plus points in it. What'd you make of this game, bro?
Yeah, defense was completely thrown out the window. It was all about attack and all about just throwing the ball around, not really caring where the ball went. Both teams obviously can't defend. That's pretty well known, and that showed today. Some players play all right, but other than that, the game quality was not the best. Glad it's over, actually.
Look, I know a few people are going to call me a salty Titans hater here when I say this, but I thought Newcastle were pretty hard done by. Like, I'm not saying they were robbed. I'm not saying that they were robbed or anything like that. I'm just saying they had a few calls go against them now I thought were bullshit. Like, first thing I'll go through was the David Klemmer no try. I'm telling you, that was a fucking try. That ball hit the grass. That should have been a try for mine. That was ridiculous. And the second try to Daniel Saifiti that should have been awarded, where it was a no try, that should have been a try as well. So there was 2 tries in that game that I believe should have been awarded. The Daniel Saifiti no try, the second one that he should have had, that was ridiculous. I thought that ball was on the ground. And then the David Klemmer one, you can clearly see the ball on the ground. It hits the grass. I've got screenshots of it. I've gone back and watched it over and over again. I'm telling you, the second part of it, so not the first part where he's held, but the part where he's still moving in the tackle and gets the ball hits the fucking grass. I'm telling you, I was quite upset about the no try to David Klemmer. Thought that was a really tough call. Obviously, Gold Coast got the win, but I thought the Klemmer no try and the Saifiti no try were terrible calls. And when Klemmer had the no try, Gold Coast went down the other end next set and scored, and it was a 16-point game. So it was a pretty tough call, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I think that the no try was a fair call from what I think, but I just think when they say no try, then you just go believe the on-field call.
Yeah, I thought it was tough. I don't know, man. I just don't agree with the decision. The Saifiti one was I reckon was worse than David Klemmer one.
Yeah, I guess you could say that in some way. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. I thought Newcastle were pretty hard done by. I really do. All right. We're not going to go for each try play-by-play because there's a lot to get through here. So Titans and Knights. So what we'll do, we'll go for each try individually. First try of the game, mate, was Edric Lee. Then there was tries to Greg Marzhew, David Fifita, Daniel Saifiti, Beau Fermor. Who else? Hang on, I'm just getting this fucking thing in front of me here. Beau Fermor got one. Marzhew, Tanner Boyd, Dominic Young, AJ Brimson, Dane Gagai. So plenty of tries in this contest. A double to Brimson, a double to Gagai, a double to Marzhew as well. What'd you make of the tries in this game? Like, I'll tell you what, Dane Gagai, he was on a roll in that second half.
He could have single-handedly won Knights the game if they had a couple more minutes remaining because he was smashing that right-hand side and they couldn't stop him. So it was good. His tries were really good as well.
What'd you make of the Brian Kelly dangerous lifting tackle on I think it was Dominic Young's head? What'd you make of that?
Yeah, fair call. Can't tackle like
Off
that.
was fair.
Yeah, it was fair. Can't tackle like that. And it was just dangerous past the horizontal and definitely a fair call.
It was pretty similar to the Carl Lawton one, wasn't it? That time where you mainly played Souths.
Yeah, it was
Quite
bit
similar.
similar, yeah. So,
Well, he lifted him up. Obviously, lost his balance. It was actually quite similar to the Nathan Cleary one. Not going to lie, it was pretty similar to that one as well. So, Brian Kelly was sent off for basically a careless, dangerous throw. I'm not sure how long he'll be looking at. I'm assuming it'll be 4 to 6 weeks on the sideline. I was fine with the send off. I thought that was the right decision. But how many weeks, mate? I reckon he'll get about 4 for it.
Yeah, I reckon 4. So he'll probably miss the first 3 weeks of 2023, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he'll be out for the first month of next season, most likely. But the Titans, they scored some pretty good tries today. The Bo Fermor try was a great try. I enjoyed that try. That was a good one.
Yeah, he's committed by Fermor. He's actually one of the few consistent Titans players in that team.
He's I would say Bo Fermor was the Titans' best player this year. I would say that.
Yeah, I agree. That's a fair call. I think he's been great this year for the Gold Coast.
I know he had a good game today. He scored 2 tries, but I don't care what anybody says. AJ Brimson is so overrated.
Yeah, he can do some good things and bad things. He's not like the complete player, but he was all right today.
I just think he's overrated, bro. You know, they always compare him to fucking Darren Lockyer and all this bullshit.
That's ridiculous.
I was watching the game on Channel 9, bro, and they said something. I think Paul Vorton said something like, he just reminds me of Wally Lewis or something. And I'm going, what do you want about?
Come on.
Shut up. Don't compare him to old guys back in the other era. Come on, bro.
No need.
Look, everybody's got their favourite players that they like and players that they don't like, but I cannot stand AJ Brimson. I think he's a fuckwit.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, like, he can be good, but I don't know. He can be bad sometimes too.
I just can't stand him, bro. I think he's overrated. I think he's overpaid. I don't believe he has what it takes to make the Titans a great team. The Titans are a shit team. He moved to 5'8" at the start of this year for a transition. Well, it's clearly failed. So
definitely a fullback.
It's a fucking failure. I just can't stand him. I really can't.
Look at Rugby League History's comment.
in the live chat, Rugby League History says AJ Brimson looks like he has Down syndrome. Jesus Christ.
Didn't expect him to say that.
Say what you want as long as it's not too far. But Rugby League History is an iconic man, so he can say whatever the hell he wants. All right, mate. Titans and Knights. Who would your top 3 players on ground be from this game?
Yeah, look, number 3, probably going to go with Dane Gagai. Thought he tried
fantastic game.
Then losing. Number 2, probably going to go with Tino. I thought Tino was actually pretty good. Just defensively, he worked hard. And look, my man of the match played with AJ Brimson, to be honest.
You had to mention him.
Yeah, I think he gets the mine.
Look, I'll go number 3. I'm going to go with Bo Fermor.
Yep.
Thought Bo Fermor was very good. Number 2, Dane Gagai. Fuck, he was good in that game. Gagai, he had a blinder. And my man of the match, well, you know what? I refuse to say his name. The guy that wore the number 6 jersey with the pimply face, the little cunt. Number 6 for the Titans. He's my man of the match. Even though I don't like him. The Titans, number 6 is my man of the match. The pimply face fucker.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's the man of the match. Titans hold on against Newcastle and win 36-26. All right, Pro Enzo Vids. That's going to wrap up the Sunday football review, mate. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on tonight, bro.
Yeah, no worries, bro. It's always a pleasure, and hopefully the last regular round of footy is a good one.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic, mate. Well, mate, thank you for coming on. I will see you again probably on Wednesday for the podcast. So,
yep.
Everybody, thanks for watching. And just so everybody knows, I'll be live again in about half an hour for the Super League tips for round 26. But until then, guys, have a phenomenal evening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.